Hello and welcome back to Soul Hackers 2. It's time to heal up and head back into the main story dungeon. So, let's do that. Let's see, we're looking for one of these things. Max MP. Sure, we can never go wrong with Max MP. I'm also fairly certain it's always been Max MP, as we've never seen the Max HP one again. Making me think that I just misread it the first time and then just, internalized the wrong thing. Anyway, back to subway line 14, and now the barriers are gone, we should be able to progress. So, let's have a look. I'm also going to save here as well. Although I probably should have saved earlier. Whatever. We'll save here. Right. And then we're going to head in here, and I think it's this room. Or on rails. Actually, on rails is the better one. There we go. The barrier's effect seems to be gone. Head back to the passage and see if you can get through. So now we should be able to just walk along here. Let me check this direction first. Why not? I'll just choose a direction and walk it. Maybe it's the right direction, maybe it's the wrong direction. All I know is you're getting hit. That's a human being ahead. Didn't mean to attack these guys, but you know what? They're reasonably easy XP. Let's grab them. Nice.
I'm not your babysitter.
Followed up by attacking this one. I think we might be able to kill them in one, especially with that crit. There we go. Attack.
Take them out.
And shoot that one.
There it is.
Oh wow, 2 crits, huh? Well, that was easy enough.
Had to get in the way.
Hey, and a level up for Saizo. Nice. Anyway, as I was saying, those are 2 human beings. Wait a second. That's Iron Mask and Xenon, I think, up there. So we're going to ignore that entirely. I mean, they are the main story, but we're going to ignore that.
Brace yourselves! Incoming!
No. Wait, we are level 30. You know what? Let's save. Let's try it. We haven't tried it in a while. We're only 2 levels below. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Wait, can I walk past it? Not with that cat attitude. There we go. Despawned it. Okay, I was going to fight it, and I thought, you know what? We'll just despawn it. Right. We're going to run along this way now, so we can find out what's on the other side here.
Now we can relax.
It's probably a dead end. In fact, it looks distinctly like a dead end, but I want to know.
Careful.
So we're going to do that. Are we being chased? A little bit. Oh, there are some things down here. I'll speak to you first, Mr. or Mrs. Recruitment.
Beautiful.
You're so amazing. Are you my master? Yes. Are you a liar? It's okay if you're a liar. I still love you. Hey, we wanted a Turbo Granny because we can use Turbo Granny for one of our special fusions. I think for Dionysus. So that'll save us a lot of money. Where does this go?
Enemy! Incoming!
Okay. Hit it.
That was close.
So this is an entirely different place. Like just another bit to explore. Now this might be further on in the dungeon. Who knows? It might just be its own little thing.
Look out!
But
Careful.
as we've decided that
Look
demons
out.
tend to be, like the demons that have items tend to be like static. And like you don't tend to get a refresh on them. It does make sense to head along here just to, see if there are any demons.
You
So
did
way
it!
down as well. Interesting. Alright, 3 ceramic jars, so that we got a little bit more money. The way down is intriguing, because that implies there's another floor,
Careful.
which would be odd if this is kind of like an optional thing. We're being chased? A little bit. Oh, no. Definitely not. Ah, let's run into Ipondatara. There we go. Thank you for the demon alloy and all the other bits. Right, cleared out that side. So this is just kind of a weird square here? Is that really what we're getting over this side?
Enemy!
Huh. It's just a very odd area.
Now we can
I'll be
relax.
honest, it's just kind of odd. There's not really anything in it. Yeah, apart from this route down. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll take it. Why not? We're fairly certain the other way is the main story, so might as well find out what's along here.
Now
That's
we can
fine.
relax.
Right. And continue along this way. And down the stairs. So we got this little bit here. Okay, so we're still in a rail section, interestingly. I don't know how tough the enemies
now
are
we
in this
can
section.
relax.
You'd assume that they're a level higher than the previous one, but I don't know. This is kind of odd.
Enemy!
Okay, so just more items. Maybe this is where the
Now we can
items for this
relax.
place are. They're just all downstairs. Cool. Original flame is like a res, I think. I think it's a full heal res. Is that right? Heals all allies on normal difficulty. Ah, yes. On normal difficulty it also... Yeah, heals all allies, but on normal
Enemy.
difficulty it also
Good, now
is a
we can
full res,
relax.
like if your party gets wiped. So it's the thing that allows you to get through these more difficult fights without knowing the mechanics. If you get instant wiped, you just have one of those and you win.
Incoming!
I think
Now we
that
can
like
relax.
I say it kind of derisively, but I think that's literally the
Over here.
purpose. It's a way for you to progress the game without them removing vintage wine, interesting hangout event, but without them removing mechanics. It's just allowing you another tool, which I think is kind of better, right? I would prefer that on a lower difficulty rather than it being like,
Enemy!
hey, we're gonna
Incoming.
make the game like just.
Look
We're
out.
gonna just lower the health
Careful.
of everything. We're gonna remove
That was
mechanics.
close.
I would prefer it to be like, hey, we're gonna keep it mostly the same, but we're gonna give you more tools to deal with it.
Look out!
I think that's kind of interesting. I guess that I kind of, if I apply that, I should in theory like this very hard mode where it takes away the items, because in theory it's doing the same thing. It's saying, hey, we're not gonna change the
out.
difficulty of the fight. All we're gonna do
That
is
was
change the
close.
tools given to you. That's an interesting kind of balancing discussion as to which one you would prefer.
Get ready!
I mean, if you look at a game like
Now we can
Skyrim,
relax. Careful.
its way of balancing is like literally what it does is it just makes every enemy tankier, right? And it assumes that you'll just do more damage if you're better at the game. But what it ends up doing is it makes everything like a
Enemy.
little bit of a slog,
Get ready.
right? Because you have
Now
to
we can
like
relax.
slowly kill down large health bosses. So, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I would prefer this kind of way of doing it. Although I don't know, it probably lowers the HP as well of everything, I would imagine. Just the kind of way it does things, but I don't know. Cool.
Look out!
I'm gonna like do the weird thing. You sense a dangerous presence. I'll proceed. Oh, I was gonna walk along the side next to them. Yeah, it's definitely Xenon and Iron Mask, huh? Ooh,
Well, well.
and they know we're here.
Iron Mask. And that must be...
Zenin.
He's mine. Time to die!
I think not.
Out of my way!
Well, at least you didn't die again.
Well, well, well. I must say I expected better of you, Melody.
Don't talk like you know me!
Calm down! You trying to kill him?
Of course!
Careful, everyone. This guy's unbelievably strong. He's gonna tear us apart if we don't stay cool.
Or he might just tear you apart in spite of it.
I take it you're Iron Mask. That right?
That I am.
You want to take that mask off? Hard to negotiate with someone when you can't look them in the eyes.
The only face I have is the one you see. I can hardly just take it off.
Ooh, what are we gonna go with? What did you do with Mangetsu? Kind of story question. Did you kill Saizo? Relevant question, but obviously we're gonna ask, are you Melody's boyfriend?
Are you Melody's boyfriend?
How would you put it, Melody? It's complicated.
So what'd you do with Mangetsu?
You certainly ask a lot of questions.
Well, there is a lot of blood on the floor. I'm gonna guess that Mangetsu is not alive.
Answer me.
I have to commend his ability. There aren't many who could genuinely harm my Zoma.
Zoma. Okay, so that's highlighted in yellow, so that must be the name for what Zenon is.
That's not an answer. Whose blood is that?
I think you know.
No!
All you had to do was kill him to get his covenant. You didn't have to go that far.
Oh, but I did. As I said, he was remarkably powerful.
So this is some kind of warrior's respect?
No, I'd say it was a bit more pragmatic. More specifically, a contingency plan to counteract his resurrection. You clearly have the power to raise the dead. But I wondered, is that power truly boundless? What if no physical body remained?
That's true, we probably can't soul hack a pile of blood.
And there it is. Sounds like I was right.
Oh, and he didn't know it until Fig gave it away.
Kuzunoha's very existence was an inconvenience. Now that he's finally dead, I would much prefer he stay that way.
What did you do with Mangetsu?
He was devoured.
Oh.
You're a monster.
A matter of perspective. You seem like more of a monster to me. You resurrect the ones I kill. You restore the data I purge. You've been quite a persistent thorn in my side.
I'm flattered.
But no matter what miracles you work, no matter how hard you try, I am always one step ahead. Do you understand now? You can't stop me. You can't change fate.
Say, Iron Mask, what's fate got to do with it? Why are you really trying to gather the Covenants? What's your endgame?
You do realize you're only exposing your own ignorance. If you want to oppose me, you will do so on my terms.
It's time to fight, which is very surprising, because you would think this would be a final boss.
You'll find Zenon a bit of an outlier compared to the other demons you fought. He is a Zoma, after all.
Oh, so he's a demon. Okay.
Zoma.
Ask him if you'd like a first-hand account.
Saizo?
He just got me off guard. But yeah, this guy's bad news.
I can tell that much.
Go, Zenon. Now.
Attacks have lost all effect on the one on the right. Okay.
I swear, I'll
So,
kill you.
I would guess the one on the right, Iron Mask, probably has low HP, but the one on the left is the one keeping him up. So if we can somehow knock out that shield from the left-hand guy, we can then kill the guy on the right.
Don't you dare run.
That's my theory. Let's raise our defense.
Just
Let's
let
start
me
with
out
that.
here.
That's a solid first move.
They're strong. Right.
Followed up with an attack raise. No reason not to.
All you
Stop me.
want.
You know
Let's
what to
roll.
do.
We're lacking intel. You gonna
We
try
don't
it
know
out?
what their levels are, which extremely
We can't afford
worries
to
me.
lose.
I'm gonna guard.
Defense mode active.
I know it's
go.
kind of weird, but I think we're gonna
Help
guard
me
to
out
start
here.
with.
Pudding.
I think this is
Listen,
probably a
all you
survive
want.
fight.
Saw that coming.
Okay, that's fine.
Too slow.
Okay, 2 stunned. Faint. When afflicted with Faint, you will be out cold, unable to act for 1 turn. Faint goes away after 1 turn, but if the situation's dire, you can treat it more quickly with healing items, or healing skills or items. Okay. That's fine.
fine.
They really
I'll
didn't
get
do that much
serious.
damage.
You're
Has he
out
healed?
for blood. Please.
Worth just seeing what
There's
it
gotta be
does.
some secret to his power.
Let's try this.
That's a hit.
We can hit him with ruin. Okay. So I wonder whether we can get a seal on him. Yeah, that would be a good idea if we could. Well, that's not good.
Go
There's gotta
time.
be some secret
Okay,
to his
heal.
power.
That'd be
Come on,
helpful.
get in gear.
I know you
Alright,
keep
go.
saying there's got to be some secret, but that probably means that
Let's
we just
roll.
got to knock out the guy on the left.
Ah!
Just hit him with something.
With this power.
Macajama.
How's that?
Didn't do anything. Oh, okay.
Of my way!
We're definitely hitting him, and he's gotta be feeling it. Think.
Are you curious?
You could say that.
Then allow me to clarify.
Contracts ward. Oh, okay.
What the?
He's bluffing. It's just theatrics.
You know this is no bluff.
What? I'm seeing an exponential boost in Zenon's spiritual power. Everyone, be careful!
The hell is this?
Now, let us continue. How about this?
Okay, so he's gonna attack Ringo.
They're strong.
Let's see.
Be on.
Well,
strong.
obviously
Go
we
time.
don't
Be on your
guard.
guard.
We bang
good to
breaker.
Well,
Gonna
you know
pay.
the risks.
Okay, so that was blocked.
Yeah, good. We're all not much
You
choice.
obviously
Let's
guard.
There's gotta be some
You're
secret
probably
to
dead
his
I
power.
anyway.
wouldn't, Arrow.
Does that say
I
no
told
attack?
you.
That
Attacks
doesn't
aren't good
seem
on
like a
either
good
of them.
idea.
Okay.
Help
Let's
me out
secure
here.
our
Well,
buddy.
I mean,
I will
increase our
guard.
dodge.
Keep up.
If there's a mechanic we have to learn, let's learn it. Oh, Ringo's dead.
That's some power.
Whatever strength you possess means nothing to Zenon.
He's a monster.
Monsters can still bleed and die!
No, he can't. He's immune to attacks.
Arrow and Saizo are running on empty, and Melody's lost her cool. This could be bad.
I won't. Let's go.
Okay. That does nothing. So I don't even know what to do. I guess we guard.
I won't let anyone get in our way. What can you do?
I'm gonna
Wait it
guard.
out.
It seems to be a number of turns thing. Well, he's alive.
Where is the spiritual overflow coming from? Is this what the Covenants are capable of?
Well, this isn't ideal.
Ringo, I advise immediate retreat. We won't beat Zenon without a plan. That means you need to come back from this, alive.
Okay. Everyone run for it!
Why the hell should I?
Melody, just do it.
Because if this thing murders you, Iron Mask wins. And you never get to kill him. Is that what you want?
Damn it.
We made it. Somehow.
Welcome back. I'm glad you're all okay.
God damn it!
Arrow, I'm sorry about Mangetsu.
We lost the Covenant. And now I might never find out how he knew me.
Oh, speaking of, take a look at this.
Oh.
Spotted this on the ground back there, so I snagged it on the way out.
Mangetsu's phone.
A smartphone. It looks broken, but
Wow. Nothing gets past you, Saizo.
How do you think I've survived this long?
You didn't. You died. We all saw it.
Good point.
Let me see the smartphone, Saizo. I'll scan it for any viruses.
Here you go.
No malware of any kind, but it's significantly damaged.
Anything useful left in there?
Scanning for uncorrupted files. One hit. It's a video file, recorded 30 minutes ago.
if you're watching this, I am dead. I was following Arrow because I had a hunch that XYZ, and he could be XYZ, but it turns out that I was wrong. Something like that?
Might line up with the time of death. Hope our masked man didn't leave us a snuff film.
Not likely. If Iron Mask had got a hold of Mangetsu's phone, I doubt he'd have dropped it. If I had to guess, maybe it's a final message from Mangetsu himself.
Restoring file. Done. Beginning video playback.
Arrow, you have to live. Iron Mask. He won't be accounting for you, and that's how we'll get him. My phone has everything you need to.
Okay, well that was much more vague than I thought it would be. Oh, he got a stab in himself? Or is that him eating him? See, I thought you said Mangetsu put up a fight. But that quite clearly was not a fight at all. But maybe the fight had been happening up until that point, I suppose. It could have been, you know, all the way along the train line.
I don't know you, Mangetsu. Who are you to me?
Feeling any better, Arrow?
Yeah, I'll be alright. Sorry about that.
Was that the only data you could recover, Fig? Judging from Mangetsu's message, it sounds like there's more to hear.
For the moment, yes. The hardware was completely destroyed, so restoring it will take some time.
Can you fix it?
Just leave it to me.
Good luck, Fig. If we can just see the rest of that data, we might be able to figure out what Mangetsu wanted to tell us.
Maybe we'll even learn something about how he knew me.
Here's hoping. Alright, Fig's got a handle on things here. The real problem right now is Iron Mask and Zenin. So Zenin ended up taking Mangetsu's covenant, the purple one.
He's both a vessel and a protector for the Covenants. That's the last thing we needed.
Yeah, I couldn't help but feel this overwhelming pressure from him, too.
Great. So he's basically untouchable. I wonder if this is checkmate for us. Could be.
Ringo, we're not permitted to give up.
Oh, don't mind me. Just complaining is all. I haven't forgotten our mission. Still, what are we supposed to do? Fig, you have a covenant. Can't we power you up like Zenin?
Don't be silly.
Yeah, figures. Nobody's got any suggestions?
What? Ion can't whip up some fancy solution?
Nope. Our calculations are too optimized. As far as we're concerned, the only solution is to not fight.
Can't really argue with that.
That reminds me. Iron Mask referred to Zenin as a Zoma, didn't he?
Yeah, and a demon, which was interesting. Because up until this point, we've assumed he's just a very weird human. So that could mean that there's something else going on. I don't know.
I did faintly sense that he might not be human. What exactly is a Zoma, I wonder?
Simple. It's an artificially created demon, though I don't know much more beyond that.
That's a really interesting plot point, because this is the second one of these games in a row that they've released which has this as a plot point. Huh. Wonder whether they're doing something. Actually, I was thinking about it. It might also have been a little bit of a plot point in P5. Yeah, okay. So it's a continual one that's starting to creep more into it.
What if we ask Victor? He knows nearly everything when it comes to demons, so who better to ask?
I agree with Arrow. Why don't you pay a visit to the Goma Den, Ringo?
Yeah, maybe. Alright, I'll go see.
Okay, we can do that. I'm just gonna leave. Like, we really didn't use anything. I think I might save, but that was okay. I'm assuming that boss fight was like meant to happen that way. It very much seemed like we didn't have a chance. Yeah, which makes sense. It's kind of a way that sometimes it will do it. You know, show you the boss, get you to go, oh wow, they are powerful. And then it's like, you'll see them in, 30 hours.
Hi there.
Welcome. What brings you in today?
Yeah, about that. Victor, do you have any idea what a Zoma is?
Naturally.
Ugh, perfect. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do if this turned out to be a dead end. Okay, let me have it.
Oh, someone of your intelligence wants to learn something from me?
I know. Aren't you proud of me?
It certainly is pleasing. I must say, though, you're not the first person to ask me about this.
Oh.
Just 6 months ago, there was another who asked the very same question.
Well, that must be Iron Mask.
Let me think. Yes, I believe he was called Iron Mask.
Jackpot. The Zoma that's with him is exactly what I wanted to ask about. His name's Zenin.
The one that wasn't finished, you mean? What of it? Though, wait. If he has a name now, I imagine he's technically been completed, right?
What do you mean, technically? He totally wiped the floor with us.
Hmm? I can't imagine that Zoma possessing all that much power. All right, tell me everything. I see. That's quite a tale.
This is no time to be laughing. And now that I think about it, why would you help the Phantom Society?
He probably just helps everybody.
Come now, is the glare necessary? I'll do just about any job as long as it's fulfilling. Surely you can't hold that against me.
Well, it's thanks to you we're in this mess, so I think you deserve a glare or two.
You and the Phantom Society are no different as far as I'm concerned. Just another group of summoners.
Based on what? How we look? Humans are always slaves to appearance. It's one of the things that makes you so stubborn.
On the contrary, it has nothing to do with that. Rather, it's more about a personal creed.
I like your style. Alright then, tell me what you know. As much as this creed of yours will allow.
I do indeed know of what you ask. However, I doubt the information I have is what you're looking for.
What do you mean?
I merely provided some insight on Zoma. Iron Mask completed Zenin entirely on his own effort.
Well, that's a bust. Fine, then at least tell me what you told Iron Mask.
Certainly, that's easy enough. Ah, and you needn't worry about payment this time. Your story was more than enough. Long ago, God created humans from the earth. In that sense, you could argue that God is the father of humanity.
You've had to go back a long way for this story. Are we getting a whole history of the Earth here?
Children grow by observing their parents. Or, I should say, they imitate them. Anything the parent can do, the child can too, you see.
You mean the humans tried to copy an act of God? What did they do?
Create a soul. In their hubris, humanity attempted to play the role of God and create a soul from nothing.
And that's how the Zoma came to be.
Precisely. And following their creation, these weak man-made demons grew stronger and stronger as they absorbed more and more demons. But in Zenin's case, he was provided with more than one source of power.
The Covenants.
Indeed. Take his base design and combine it with a Covenant, and you've got the being you saw before you. The Covenants drew out Zenin's latent power, and his soul was built in such a way that everything enhanced his fighting capabilities.
You know this much?
But of course, just who do you think I am?
I have no idea who you are, if I'm honest with you.
No doubt his body has already been built to withstand the stress of exceeding his physical limits.
So he's got just enough to carry a human soul. but can wield more power than any human could ever hope. Explains why we can't communicate with him.
Yes, to call him both a vessel and a protector is certainly fitting.
So, does he have any weaknesses?
The moon. The Zoma race has a rather decisive weakness in that their power wanes with the new moon. While the phases of the moon have always influenced demons to some degree or another, Zoma are particularly affected. However, that applies only to your average Zoma. Having absorbed the Covenants, it's possible Zenin has evolved. He may not even be a Zoma anymore.
The new moon. It looks like that might be our only chance. Thanks, Victor. We've got a faint sliver of hope now.
A great power may grace our stage.
The Soul Matrix has expanded. A new request has come to Club Cretaceous. A new hangout event has been unlocked. Interesting. So a lot of what he was talking about there are things that they've mentioned in other games. Can I register?
This demon.
I just want to do selected here. There we go. They're everything bar the bottom one, because it would cost us, like that would lower the cost, which means it's worse. Essentially, it's a lower level.
Certain?
Let's register all of them. But yeah, he mentioned a lot of things that are similar in other games, like the demons being controlled by the moon, a lot of stuff like that. And in the previous one, we were talking about artificially created demons. It's kind of interesting. There's kind of a meta story to these SMT games that it occasionally delves into, and they do kind of match up. Like, they're never quite perfect. There's always a detail or two which is different. It's interesting to see what's coming through here. I'm trying to think of how that might apply forward. I'm not entirely sure. I'm at a little bit of a loss, because it seems like we were just told, okay, we'll go do the final fight while the new moon is there, but it's way too early in the story. I mean, we know it's way too early because we also have another way of knowing how, how early it is. Demons go up to like 90, 100. We're looking at level 31, right? Obviously, it's way too early in the story to have, the conclusion, because what are you doing with a level 90 demon? How are you even getting a level 90 demon? So it's interesting. There must be a twist coming somewhere, and I'm trying to spot it, but I don't know where it is yet. Anyway, we can make Dionysus now, which we might as well do.
Magnificent.
Looks very good. High strength with a fire affinity. Well, that's gotta be for Melody, right? That's like just straight up a Melody.
What skills shall they inherit?
Obviously, this one. Torpor Strike is okay. Don't really need Speedmaster. You could take either Poison Breath or Poisma. Maybe both. Yeah, for just now I'm going to take both. And maybe Speedmaster, even though we don't need it. Just have it for just now.
Behold the birth of diabolic power.
There we go. Interesting. I can see the world's quite different from when I last knew it.
I shall lend you a hand.
I am Fury Dionysus. Allow me to accompany you for a while. Okay, so we've now created Dionysus. We could make Yoshitsune, but we need to get to level 39, which isn't that far away. Let's have a look at these ones. So, Apsaris. Generally, Apsaris, I think, is a healer. I might be wrong, though. Yeah, Apsaris is a healer. So if we could get a healing thing into them, that would be good. Obviously, we don't use that one, because that's DLC. We're not going to use Dionysus, because we just created it. Mushawu is not a healer. Strawberry Frost Kopatengu?
Magnificent.
That would allow us some, but I really want an AoE heal. Ipondathra? I mean, you are a healer currently. That could work. Ipondathra plus Mad Gasser. I mean, obviously it means that our Ipondathra hasn't really done anything since we've had it, but that would be okay. Yeah, like a full-on healer, and it would be one that Arrow could use. Yeah, I think we'll make it.
What skills shall they inherit?
So Bufula, Medea, Diorama, Neopatra, and a buff or Resist Ruin. Resist Ruin is really nice because it would keep you up. I guess this is what we're wanting. We really need another ability, but whatever. We'll work with what we got. Oh, you actually need me to work? I was just gonna chill this weekend.
Let's do this.
I'm Yoma Apsaris. I'll call you Rinrin. Cool.
Now, make your choice.
So we have Milkkin Frost. Yes, my favorite of the elements. Milk. Yes, okay. I need to sell some things to make more money to come back here. But we will come back here. We will. Right. Let's quickly do a little swap over. So instead of Lamia, we're going to run you with Apsaris.
That's so funny.
You are in a little bit of an odd spot because we don't have any demons for you currently. Dionysus, maybe? No. Dionysus is going to be yours, right? Yeah.
Pleasure is mine.
Just because it makes sense, because then we can give you the fire augment as well.
Work?
Then you are going to have, I guess, Yatagarasu. We could give you, like, Hariti or something to try and get, like, the buffs, which we're currently missing, but I don't know. But just now, Yatagarasu is going to fit the bill, and we can give you the Force Augment 5.
Here goes.
So you become a heavy damage dealer. Dionysus is also, like, pretty much just a damage dealer. You're a healer, and then you're a damage dealer. So we've gone very much into damage dealing territory here, which would make sense if we're going into a dungeon. That's kind of what you need in dungeons more.
Until next
time. Right. Let's leave and go and, you know, sell some things. So we're gonna go first of all. Let's go to the Compsmith. There might be something there, and it's somewhere we can sell.
Yo.
Oh, Ringo, the commander's skill mod is just about ready. Just listen up and I'll give you the spiel.
What you think?
Master Conversions, the upgraded version of Conversion. This baby will let you change your demons for your whole party at once. Slick, right?
I recommend it.
Damage Condenser is your best shot at focusing up your Sabbaths. They'll only damage a single target, but it's going to hit a hell of a lot harder. If you're all about buffs, then you're going to want Turn Extension. It won't always activate, but when it does, your buffs are going to last longer.
Get me material.
That's about it. Like I always say, you're going to need some totem memory and some demon materials. Drop by whenever you've got them.
Welcome.
I mean, that's huge. Like, all of those sounded incredible. So obviously we'll sell you those.
You want to sell that? Thanks.
Yeah, and we'll sell you these.
You want to sell that? Thanks.
And we'll sell you these.
You want to sell? Thanks.
Okay. So that's where we're starting with. So we got that one. So stock expansion. Change all allies' demons 4 turns required. Narrows Sabbath to a single target and increases its power 4 turns required. At the start of an ally's turn, low chance of having their MP costs. Start of an ally's turn, low chance of extending all active buffs and some attack buffs. Warrior's Insight. What one gives us the next level of, like, what gave us the extra abilities? I guess it wasn't in here. Like, when did we get? Oh, it must have been one of our exploring access things that gave us the extra abilities then. Okay. So in here, if we had to take one, I don't think we need any of them. To be honest, I think we're kind of fine. Physical Pierce? Your physical attacks pierce the enemy's resistance affinity. Or resist affinity? That's interesting. Although, interestingly, Pierce in other games allowed you to hit through all immunities. This one just says resist affinity, which I assume means it only allows you to do full damage when they have a resist, not when they have a nullification or a reflect. Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't think we need any of this. We have some materials for some of it, but I don't think we need any of it just now. You got some extra attack stuff here. Again, I'm not sure we need any of that in particular. Here, what's Harvest one? Slight MP recovery when using, when attacking or using Piercer. Piercer's the name of our weapon. Okay. Interesting. Again, that's like even more MP for her. And then nothing we really need here. I guess we would want this if we're going to go grind. That's tempting. We could go grind some enemies out and get some of our materials that we need. That's not a bad idea.
Will this be on?
Let's grab it. At least that way we can get more materials as we go forward. Yeah, that seems useful.
Need
Right.
anything? Come again.
Because getting it earlier rather than later is always going to be better there. Also, new dialogue.
Hey,
You're a summoner, yeah? Then you probably at least heard of Iron Mask. Where I hear he's so dedicated to boosting his own magic power, he took a blowtorch to his own face. That's why he wears the mask, see, to hide the burns. Figures Milady wouldn't have settled for anything less than a real badass. Interesting, so they all have new dialogue now. Cool. We'll do that when we do a run around the city. I think that's probably a better time to do that one, because we're going to need to do it at Club Cretaceous as well.
a great power may
Right.
grace our stay. Which strikes you?
Let's do some more of
Now,
these.
make
So,
your
Milk
choice.
Kin Frost. We could make what are you? Don't really know. Okay. You appear to be bad. Which isn't great.
Ah,
It's a start.
magnificent.
So this would be another ice demon. We could maybe make you a ruin demon, I guess. Yeah, well, you have some buffs as well, which we could maybe pass on. And then at least you can pass on the buffs
What
to people.
skills shall they inherit?
Weak rune damage to all enemies, medium chance of inflicting paralysis. That's kind of cool. That's a nice ability. And then I think we pass along the buffs. Like these. And then, like, maybe dodge fire. I know it doesn't seem great, but, like, I think we'll use this one purely for
Are
fusion
you prepared
later.
for this?
There we go. The Invisible Hand achievement unlocked.
That's right! Oh, I got this! Oh.
It's yet another element, the element of milk.
Now, make your
I still
choice.
question that milk is an element, but whatever. Cheapest is this one at 50,000. Okay, 50,000, we come back here, we get that one. Right, we can leave.
Until next time.
And we can just check our demons are all correct. They seem to be fine for just now. City map. Let's go to Club Cretaceous. Do we have this? I just realized. Did the main story tell us where to go? No. So we'll probably get main story when we head back to base, right? Yeah. Let's head back here.
Ash is her own person. You don't just get to take her back.
Oh, wow. She's mad.
I know that.
Whoa. Wasn't expecting it to be just you two. Where's Arrow and Milady?
Oh, welcome back, Ringo. They're out gathering information on Iron Mask.
Weird. Not a duo you'd expect. Is something going on?
It's my fault, Ringo. I asked a question I shouldn't have.
Fig asked me if Ash was what I was trying to take back. Sorry I got kind of heated, Fig.
Don't apologize. I'm the one who asked. But if you already knew what I was saying, then why?
Part of it is just desperation. I have to fix this, because I know it's my fault.
How?
I failed her. Ash needed hope. Something to believe in. And I couldn't prove my world of light was worth that. That's why she's here now.
World of Light?
Look, being a summoner is all about kill or be killed. And someday, you end up paying the price for the things you've done. The lives you've ruined. That's just our natural reward. Summoner's karma, they call it. And we wanted a world where that was a thing of the past.
But you got the opposite.
I really believed we weren't doomed to hide in the shadows forever. We could live together in the light. But it wasn't enough to convince her, I guess. That's why she's trapped with Iron Mask now. She's a prisoner of her fear, of the summoner's karma. So I want to save her from that.
Saizo, I don't know if you should be thinking of saving her.
How do you mean?
Is her fear really what's keeping her trapped? I think I learned something from Arrow and Kaburagi. Even if people feel the same way, or want the same things, or want the best for each other, sometimes they're still going to clash. To me, Ash seemed to really regret killing you. Did you ever really ask what she wanted? Or did you take it for granted that her dream was the same as yours?
You're right. I need to hear how she feels. Took me long enough to realize it. Thanks, Fig. I know what I gotta do now.
No. I just spoke my mind, that's all. I'm glad if it helped. It's from Raven.
I was just thinking, this was a really touching moment, but now here's the plot.
He wants to hear about what happened with Mangetsu. And he says he might be able to help with the Phantom Society.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it right out. I don't trust Raven one bit.
He did help us. We should probably go check in with him. Let's meet up with Arrow and Melody at Hydron, then head to Komodori from there.
Okay. In our multi-step process to get anywhere, well, I just wanted to rest and like get the story progress. So our progress now is Hydron and then to Komodori. Okay. We need to go there for some hangout events as well at some point. Let's think of where we should go first. Probably Club Cretaceous. Let's do a walkthrough of this area. Actually, I don't know why I went to the city map as our way of doing this. I could have just walked. But yeah, I want to teleport to the end because I want to talk to everybody along the way. Hello. 10-second charge, lasts for 3 turns. Taro Kaja Jelly raises attack power. I'm gonna work my ass off during overtime. Oh. Okay. Oh, because he's a former worker, so that's why he's like, oh, I'm not getting overtime. I did some good work today. Now I can drink to my heart's content. Days like these make me want to order a snack too. Maybe some top quality meat. Oh, good on you.
This is
New
an
items in
automated
stock.
shopping system.
Makes it easier to scout demons during demon recon. Okay. Cool.
Thank you for coming.
I'm not going to buy that.
Well,
I'll make do today with Sancho's sweet potato. Johannes' birthday is coming up after all. Oh, I just realized.
This is an
No, I
automated shopping
definitely do
system.
want to buy it
Well,
because
thank you very much.
yeah. Well, I'll buy all of the
Thank you
limited
very
stuff
much.
because we might not have had it yet,
Thank you
and then
very much.
you know
Thank you for
that
coming.
would give us some extra dialogue potentially. I just want to talk to you.
Hey.
Were you able to find the real Dine and Dasher? Heh, I know it wasn't you. Yeah, then why did you make me pay all that money?
Welcome.
Chewy Taiyaki extends the effects of map skills. Oh, it just makes them last longer. Makes it harder for enemies to detect you when exploring a dungeon. I guess I will buy one of each of these.
There you go.
Actually, I want to buy 2 of each of
There
these
you
so
go.
that I can see whether we've had one before.
Till next time.
Hello.
Good evening.
If you have any questions about the occult or like, just let me know. I'd like to say I know more than some amateur, that's for sure. I would take what he says with a grain of salt. He tends to exaggerate a bit. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Do you know Madame Jinko, owner of Club Cretaceous? Rumor has it she hasn't aged a day in over 50 years. Up to you whether you want to buy that. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. Hello? The promised day will come. We will all be blessed on a glorious night. You look worried. If you want, I can help you on the path to salvation. Oh, not interested? What a shame. Yeah, I'm gonna leave now, into this alleyway. Gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. Right, hello? Charge and concentrate. They'll boost your damage by a ton. Oh, especially if you use debuffs too. If you want to be a top level S summoner, if you want to be a top level summoner, you have to master your demon skills. Okay, so that's telling us about charge and concentrate, which we first saw in the game at Baphomet, which we should have gotten just before this. So it's kind of telling you what that does if you hadn't worked it out, and then implying that that's going to be a mechanic they're going to use going forward. They call it technological advancement, but at the end of the day, it's nothing more than an excuse to change the name and squeeze poor people for all they're worth. They can jabber on about the future of AI all they want, but it's only the elite and the privileged to really benefit from the new. Everyone should have known that already, but here we are. We bought at the lie, and now we're in the thick of it. Okay. Cool. We'll leave him be. Yeah, weirdly, for being set in the future, there's not a lot of, like, you know, cool tech stuff in this. There's just a lot of people saying, I hate tech. Which I guess might be the point. But you know what I mean? Like,
take a look.
You would expect there to be more like, I've got this cool new tech thing, but it's like, I've got a smartphone. You go, yeah, okay. That's not really that exciting. Recovers an ally's MP once during battle upon low MP. That's kind of useful. Yeah, that's more useful, I would say, than like just increasing your max MP. That's kind of a nice little boost up to one particular ally. So if you've got one where you're healing a ton and you're going to run out, that could be useful. Buy a couple. Feather Light, Wonton Ramen, raises evasion. Okay, cool.
Come again.
What's up?
Hey, are you a fan of mine? I appreciate you taking the time to say hello, but I'm in a bit of trouble right now. I'm looking for something, a treasure of mine. It's this brooch. Well, if it's not around here, then I imagine it's in that building. I'd rather not go back alone, though. I'm gonna tell him about Madame Jinko.
I get you.
Ah, so she's over at Club Cretaceous? I'd never heard of her. Thanks, I'll pay her a visit. Oh, and then that'll create a request? I wonder if there are any more of those we've missed.
This is an automated shopping
Aim
system.
Bambino. Increases allies' hit rate. Multi-hit skills will trigger more hits. Will often trigger more hits. That's very vague in the way it's written. That's like, we're not sure it's gonna work. It will kinda sometimes give you more hits, don't rely on it.
Hey.
Hey miss, you're Saizo's friend, right? Give him a message from me, would you? Tell him his favorite's back in the menu at the robot pizzeria, Aim Bambino. It's kinda weird. I feel like I perform better at the batting center after I have that. Okay. Oh, so you know about Eliza, do you? Great movie. Be great if all today's kids could see it. Film's a masterpiece, especially from an artistic point of view. So that's the same one as before. Interesting. I think they just gave us a clue here about the Aim Bambino. Not only is it good for Saizo, but it probably increases the multi-hit of his, like, random attack, that where he gets multi-hits on his basic attack. So I think it's trying to say that's what you're meant to use it for.
Good to see you.
I appreciate the attempt at trying to do a tutorial in kind of a more open way. In a way of, you know, kind of saying, hey, what about, you know, doing this? Do you think this would be an interesting idea? But just kind of hiding it a little bit. I appreciate that. It's interesting. Oh, there's only one request. I see.
For this job, the client is asking for your team specifically. The Devil Summoner in question would like your assistance investigating an abandoned building. It sounds like this mission will be quite significant for our client. If you do accept this job, then I'll invite the client here to explain the details in person.
Yes. Ideal level 39.
Then I'll send for her now. Ringo, I suggest you assemble your team.
Her? Is this our friend who we've met a couple of times?
Thanks for taking my request.
Nana.
What are you doing here?
I ended up crying a lot. I thought about going back to the country, like you said. But I didn't like that idea. It felt like giving up. And I don't want to give up. That's when Madame Ginkgo took me in.
Even if she has no intent to attack anyone, the girl's clearly a powerful summoner. So I've been keeping an eye on her.
Nana, if it's revenge you want, there's something I need to do first. But once that's done...
Well, it's fine. It's not like you killed him. I don't care about revenge anyway. I just want to know who I really am.
You don't know?
I've got this floaty feeling. Like I'm here, but floating. It's like I'm here, but I'm not. And I forget things a lot too. Like the summoner attacks. I want to know what's wrong with me. I don't care about my past. I just want to figure out my present. And I think my dad's at the center of the truth. So, I gotta find out what he was doing.
You're serious?
I need your help.
Okay then. Got that, everyone? This is a formal job now.
Yeah. You got guts, kid. We're gonna give this case everything we've got. Right, Milady?
Yeah.
Thanks. You seem like good people. But that's enough sappiness. I want you to take me to Mangetsu's hideout. The one in the central line of the abandoned subway.
Excuse me, is your father Mangetsu?
Ideally, you would search the facility where Mangetsu Kuzunoha and Gen Mayumi originally conducted their research. However...
Oh yeah, that's a great point. Yes, she did tell us that her father's name last time.
That's the place Iron Mask attacked.
Yes. As such, Yatagarasu has the entire place locked down.
So the plan is to go to Mangetsu's hideout instead and look for clues.
Yep. I heard you guys had been there once. So it'd be cool if you guys could help me. Take a look around.
Okay, then let's head out. We'll meet you at the central line of the abandoned subway.
Best of luck. And please, take care of Nana.
Thanks, madam. Okay. Ringo, I'll see you there.
Interesting. Well, we're not going to do that for a while, because that's level 39 one. Also, it's interesting that that one's level 39. That kind of implies, if that's our only story at this point, or only request at this point, and that's level 39, that the Axis dungeon should take us to level 39, right? And that we're going to need to be that strong to be able to progress the main story. Interesting. So our main goal now is kind of head to Bar Hedron, see what's going on there, do the hangout events, talk to everybody, go to the other place over to like where the Compsmith is, Mansai Realm, talk to everybody, and then kind of go into the Axis dungeons again, I guess. Okay, cool. Well, with that...
Here you go.
Hey, Ringo, picked up some of this stuff and figured, hey, might as well save you some. Let's try it sometime, eh? Green apple cider, thanks. We already had some, but, you know, thanks. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.